Hello, good afternoon, and thank you for joining us on the program from the territory. I am Ifoma Ojinta, and do remember that you can follow us live on our YouTube channel at NTA Channel 5 Abuja. Do stay with us. Many thanks for staying tuned. President Bola Ahmed Tinubu is now in United Arab Emirates UAE to participate in the 2025 edition of Abu Dhabi Sustainability Week. The Nigerian 001 airplane landed at Zayed International Airport, Abu Dhabi, at a few minutes past 4 local time this Sunday morning. It was received by the UAE Special Representative for Africa, Sheikh Shakbot bin Al Nahyan. In the statement, Presidential Advisor on Information and Strategy, Bayo Onanuga, explained that President of the United Arab Emirates, Sheikh Mohammed bin Zayed Al Nahyan, invited President Tinubu to attend the summit scheduled to take place in the Emirates from January 12 to 18. The summit is expected to bring together global leaders to accelerate sustainable development and advance socio-economic progress. The event under the theme, The Nexus of Next Superchanging Sustainable Progress, is to enable policymakers, business, and civil society leaders to explore pathways to fast track the transformation to a sustainable economy and evolve in a new era of prosperity for all. The presidential advisor also revealed that at the event, President Tinubu will stress his administration's reforms, including those related to energy sufficiency, transportation, public health, and economic development. The Nigerian leader and his entourage will also meet with the Emirates leadership to discuss issues of interest affecting the two nations. He is scheduled to return to Nigeria on Thursday, January 16th. Talking security in a bold move to enhance public safety and crime prevention nationwide, the Inspector General of Police, Kayode Egbetokun, has ordered all police commands and formations across the country to focus on the implementation of a New Year's strategic action plan aimed at reducing crime and improving law enforcement efficiency. In a statement, the IGP underscored the importance of strategic planning and data-driven approaches in combating crime and urged officers to shift towards proactive policing methods, addressing issues before they escalate. This directive, the statement added, comes at a critical time with recent assessments highlighting the need for heightened vigilance, attitudinal reforms, and proactive law enforcement measures in communities nationwide. Meanwhile, the IGP stressed the need for all officers to uphold the highest standards of professionalism and integrity while engaging with the public, ensuring that strategies are adapted to meet the ever-evolving challenges of modern policing. This development marks a significant step in the force's commitment to protecting lives and property, building public trust, and ensuring a safer society. Now, the Transmission Company of Nigeria, TCN, says National Grid did not experience any collapse today, contrary to misinformation in some sections of the media. In a statement, TCN, however, confirms trippings of Oshobo and Benin Omotosho lines, which disrupted bulk supply to only Lagos access alone. Egbin Oloroshogo, Omotosho, Geregu, and Paras power plants that were affected by the line tripping have all been restored, while restoration is ongoing on the Benin transmission line. TCN assures that it will continue to work to put in place a robust transmission grid in spite of prevailing challenges. Provision of critical infrastructure on the healthcare, education, agriculture, and transportation sectors, as well as expansion of programs for youth employment and positive engagement are priorities of FCT Minister's agenda in 2025. This was contained in the FCT Minister's New Year message to the residents. In this review, Onoze Yakubu takes a look at the scorecard of the Nyesom Wiki administration in the outgone year.
The Minister of the Federal Capital Territory, Nyesom Wiki, in the year under review, flagged off resurfacing of roads in Gariki, Maitama, and Asokoro districts, as well as completed critical road projects within the city center.
Now the mandate Mr. President has given that every district in Abuja, before we create new districts, the ones that have been created should have the basic infrastructure that cities are supposed to have.
The operation of the Abuja Light Rail is another critical project that received topmost priority attention of the administration, with the revival and resumption of the train services, thereby ensuring an eco-friendly transport system in the FCT.
Yes, it will help for those going to the airport. So you have the traffic decongestion, those going to the airport. But in future, let us consider which is more important for us now if we are trying to reduce the traffic area.
Similarly, the minister also built and refurbished the abandoned official residence of the Vice President of Nigeria.
By the time you go in here and see what is provided, I'm sure Mr. Vice President will be encouraged to do more work.
Disturbed by the deplorable condition of roads in satellite towns and area councils, the minister sought the approval of the president to construct 30-kilometer roads, not less than 5 kilometers each, across the 6 area councils of the territory.
In his renewed hope agenda, most of the communities have lost hope, but he said no, he should not lose hope. With his administration, he's going to touch all the rural areas.
Work on these critical infrastructure projects have reached an appreciable level of completion and are almost ready for inauguration. To mark the one-year anniversary of President Bola Tinubu's administration between May 27 and June 6, 2024, projects were inaugurated. This includes the Vice President official residence, the Abuja Light Rail project, the Uye and Asokoro interchanges, and lots more, giving the nation's capital a facelift in line with the dream of its founding fathers. Not limited only to the city center, the Nyesom Wiki-led administration in another battery of events also flagged off road construction in satellite towns and area councils, all in a bid to give the rural communities a sense of belonging in terms of infrastructure development. Education and security also received priority attention with the rehabilitation of schools to ensure a conducive learning environment and provision of 100 operational vehicles to security agencies to fight crime and criminality in the territory.
Well, we thank God Almighty for 2024. All we still require is the support of residents, of business owners, so that we can achieve more than what we have achieved in 2024.
Abuja remains a work in progress, and with the change in narratives on infrastructure development, the Nyesom Wiki-led administration, stakeholders affirm it is the face of the Renewed Hope initiative of President Bola Tinubu's administration. Onoze Yakubu, NTA News.
Still looking at the past year, but this time around the health sector, geared towards a nation free from illnesses, infections, and other health-related issues was the goal of the health sector in the FCT in the year 2024. Cecilia Julius reviews activities and challenges of the health sector in the previous year.
Massive sensitization and immunization against deadly diseases and infections, coupled with awareness on global hand washing, exclusive breastfeeding, nutrition, and vaccination of target groups in the FCT, especially among the grassroots, were some of the activities embarked on in 2024. They, however, hope that 2025 will see the fulfillment of a disease-free FCT, where access to equipped health facilities, adequate funding, and prompt response of well-trained health practitioners for health needs and emergency is met.
City health insurance scheme that registers the vulnerable. All pregnant women were just recently declared free to register on our health insurance scheme, and the baby they give birth to for the first year of its life. All these things affect health outcomes.
Recounting the achievements of the just concluded year in the health sector, Acting Director of Public Health, Dr. Dan Gadzama, says plans are underway to improve on the sector with policies already implemented to address challenges.
Started community kit search for cholera cases and all that. So because of that, we're able to mitigate the impact of cholera outbreaks. Some states recorded cases of over 100 deaths, some 200 and all that. But FCT, we had only, I think, 13 positive cases, and we recorded unfortunately, one mortality. And I can tell you that's the least in the whole country, if you check the records.
Stating challenges that bedeviled the previous year, he offers this advice.
There's a pool basket or basket funding where all resources are pulled together. And then we have developed priority areas. Okay, so those resources will now be used to address those priority challenges. Okay, and that will be used, we're going to do that for the next 3-4 years, and then we review.
While appreciating the government for its inputs, Gadzama expresses the hope to ending the exit of health practitioners from the country and health tourism. In Abuja, Cecilia Julius, NTA News.
Good evening. Glad to have you join us.
Thanks for joining us on Weekly News Wrap.
Thank you very much for having me.
And it is on that note we welcome you to today's edition of the program.
I will celebrate creativity, lasting impressions.
There's no book stating that this is the role for men.
On the news.
On the news at 7.
The
news station NTA Channel 5, Abuja.
Would say have a lovely day.
Welcome back. Now, residents of Pape under Borira Council recently got wind of an abandoned baby found through watchful eyes of members of the community. The acts by the mother of the one-day-old baby has been widely condemned, with calls for the law to take its rightful course against the perpetrator of the heinous acts. Cecilia Julius brings us details of this sad incident.
The one-day-old baby was said to have been abandoned by her mother along a bush path near the uncompleted Red Bricks Market in Pape. On investigation, NTA News crew interacted with residents of the community who condemned the act, describing it as irresponsible.
You know good. Anybody wey do a no good conscience, because you, when your mama born, you no throw away you. Even though a mistake you do born. Now God give you that pikin. Get people where their husband have for so many years, they never get pikin. You all of a sudden, anytime where person born, you know late for God's side.
What I have to say is that you should take the baby and take care of the baby. Even the husband leave her, she can able to cope. You look for a job, or she can wash clothes so that she'll take care of. I'm not advised her to leave the baby.
Anytime I see problem, you go pass. No the stick, go steady, you go pass.
Although the traditional head of the community could not be reached at the time of filing the report, information gathered from members of the community indicates that elders and other community leaders who heard about the sad incident jointly condemned the woman's actions as an anomaly which should be punished as a deterrent to others.
The woman has not done a very nice thing. So I don't like the situation, because it's an avenue she has created for the married and unmarried people to take that type of line.
This thing has been happening, it's not today. But it's not good for a woman to deliver and abandon the child. In the first place, if the woman is married, we know the economic of the country.
It's been better. You hold on.
Efforts to get the FCT Police Command to speak on the matter proved futile. However, sources at the command who spoke off camera said the case is still being investigated. In the meantime, the child, who has been named Sefia, is said to be in the care of the Social Welfare Authority. NTA will bring details of the case as more information unfolds. In Abuja, Cecilia Julius, NTA News.
Very sad indeed, and we hope to bring you details as it unfolds. Now, following recurring cases of vandalism of manhole covers and other infrastructural facilities in the territory, residents of Abuja, particularly the Abuja Municipal Area Council, are calling on relevant authorities to ensure that perpetrators are made to face the full wrath of the law to serve as deterrent to other unscrupulous persons. Odirio Boruarutere sampled the opinion of Abuja residents on the matter.
Rails of bridges, street lights and manhole covers are part of infrastructural development of the federal government to the benefit of the citizenry. But the issue at hand now is that these facilities are being vandalized by hoodlums in the FCT.
First of all, I must say this without any equivocation that it's a very, very bad scenario, especially in the FCT, where such things are happening. Manholes that are costly and that are meant for specific assignments. All these, what do you call them? All these babambola, commonly called scavengers, are the ones that will come and be pulling them off. They pull them off in the night or in the morning. Sometimes the bridges, they cut off the aluminium part of it, and yet they are not being arrested. This is very, very bad, especially in the nation's capital. I'm calling on the FCT minister and also the stakeholders. They must do something urgently to arrest this situation. It's very bad because it's leading to accidents. Of course, now those guys, they are even more smarter than the iron benders. They are more like criminals. Sometimes they move about like as if they are carrying all this sewage or all these dustbins. So when they come around with their truck, we always see them now. They will carry it, cut it.
I've had an experience with it before, this manhole. I was driving around the central area. I wanted to enter into a shopping mall, and I didn't know that that place had been vandalized. Before you know it, phew, I didn't go home in my car that day. I was stranded. So it's really, really a pathetic situation. I think the government needs to do something about it. And from that day, I think the people that helped me to pull out my car, one of them is actually a specialist in this field. There's an alternative to it. There's a way they can do it that it can't be really easily removed. They know where these people are, where these things are taken to. They know, even me as an ordinary citizen, I know where some of these things that are stolen are taken to. So the government should swing into action, visit those sites, and then, do the needful.
Around vandalizing government property, something that is important, something that is development, something that some of other away countries are looking up it. We have it here in Nigeria and people are vandalizing it. It's not good. It's normally bad. They should get this thing structure so that they should not be buying something that is government property. Anything belongs to government, they should avoid it.
Which people?
The buyers now, condemn iron marketers, those who are buying it. You should not stop them for their own business, but they should take care.
There are there are ready buyers for them. Yes, because if you don't have person that will collect an item from you, you will not really steal it. And those people are even more liable. They should be punished more, because if they steal this thing and they don't have already made people to really collect it, they will not continue to do this ugly trend.
Apart from the vandals being brought to book, Nigerians are also calling on relevant authorities to ensure that those buying these stolen items are also brought to book. In Abuja, Odiri Ogboru Arutere, NTA News.
Thank you very much, Ojiri. That is very well said, and we hope that the authorities will do the needful. And that's it on the territory for this week. We thank you for watching. I am Ifoma Ojenta. Bye for now.